Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Before I offer my remarks on the proposal in general, I do just want to say thank you to the maker of the amendment, Chairman Saylor, to the leaders of the working group in our caucus we've had working on this issue for about 6 months, Representative Grove, Representative Cox, and Representative Heffley, to the 25 to 30 members of our caucus who have been intently working on property tax reform during that time frame, to the members of the Democratic caucus who have worked on this issue for years alongside our members, and to the members in general, I just want to say thank you for your patience. Debating property tax reform is not an easy issue to deal with. There is an expectation among those in the public that there is an easy fix, that there is a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, that you can have schools, you can have teachers, you can have textbooks, you can have computers, but you don't have to pay for it. That is just not the case. But we do have the opportunity to create a fairer manner of the way we gain our revenues to fund our public schools. This proposal is not the end-all be-all. I'm not sure there is any perfect solution. In fact, I have a feeling that of the 203 members of this body, if we were each given a computer and asked to come up with our own solution, we would all come up with something a little bit differently. The unfortunate part, though, is we do not live in a dictatorship. We do not get to decide on our own. We are lucky to live in a representative democracy where we work together, we give and take, we try to move the ball forward to progress as a community, as a body, and as a state. This is the beginning of the discussion. For many folks like myself, we would like to end that discussion with the day when we completely eliminate property taxes as the way we fund our public schools. But we have been waiting for 40 or 50 years for that day to come. And I, for one, am not willing to wait another 40 or 50 years to provide significant property tax relief to our citizens. This bill provides almost $5 billion in property tax relief to the citizens of Pennsylvania. That is a significant step forward. Now, I understand some folks will be for it and some folks will be against it. But we were all elected to make positive changes for the folks of Pennsylvania. As a legislator, I'm often given the opportunity to be a commencement speaker at high schools and colleges. And one of the lines I always refer to in my speech is a line about how many great ideas, how many great possibilities, and how many potential solutions fall victim to folks that are all so passionate about maintaining the status quo. Today is about a willingness to move off the status quo, to move forward with the discussion, to see where it might take us, to see where we can lead this state together, not as Republicans, not as Democrats, not as urban members or rural members, but as leaders of each and every citizen across this Commonwealth. Now, I make no secret, I am a history buff and I like to read biographies of presidents and I like to quote great leaders of our times. I had the opportunity 2 weeks ago to travel to Florida with my wife and my 3 children to take our kids to Disney World for the very first time. And as we walked through the Magic Kingdom, in one of the rides where they had construction going on, they had different quotes from Walt Disney as he led the beginning of the Disney brand. One of the quotes stuck out to me. That quote was, "Sometimes it's fun to do the impossible." Today, we have the opportunity to try to do the impossible. We have the opportunity to try to do what folks have said we could not do for 50 years and cannot be done for the next 50 years. I hope, whatever your concerns about the minute details of this proposal, you will come on the venture with us and see if the impossible can be done over the next couple months. I think it's something we owe to our citizens to continue the discussion and see if once and for all we can move off the status quo and bring true, meaningful property tax reform to the people of this state. I would ask the members to support the Saylor amendment. Let's move this ball forward together, and let's bring property tax reform home. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.